Yay, I think we are officially live, my friends.
Oh my gosh, I can see comments. Usually I can't see any of this. I'm going to be so distracted.
I'm like, yay, look, we got Jill from Portland. Hello. You guys, I'm so excited. Good morning, everyone. Hello, Eka, Ida from Portugal. Sean. Excuse me. I'm so excited. So good morning.
This is amazing. I can't. I'm so excited. I usually can't see any of these things, so I'm like.
Good morning, Debbie, Terry. I love it, you guys. We're letting everybody kind of hello from Atlanta. Hello, tired mom. I love your little handle.
I know, that's great. That's my
life. Good morning, everyone. My name is Abby Bliss White, and I'm here with the lovely Angela Rogers from Chantecaille.
Hello.
And we are here today to talk about the brand new launch from Chantecaille, as well as we're going to be talking about the canvas below the makeup. So we are so excited to have you all here. And we thought, yes, we love to do our little matching part of our hello, Grace. This is part of our thing. So we plan it all out, you guys. Good afternoon from New York.
Hi, everybody.
So we are so excited. And I just absolutely, as you guys know, I love Angela. She is my dear. And we are so excited to be here sharing some really fantastic information and goodies. And
thank you, everybody, for being so nice. They're telling us we look so pretty.
We're trying.
All this great skincare and makeup.
Yes, yes.
Well, I am so happy to be here. I always love doing this. It's been a minute. When did we do our last one? What was it? November, right before the big holiday event?
I think so.
So happy to see everybody. I see so many fun comments here and so many familiar names. So thank you guys for having me. Thanks, Abby, for having me again. It's always being so willing to go along with my crazy ideas. You're like,
I love it. I love it. And
hey, do you want to do a live? I'm not going to give you any information about it, but let's just
I'm always game, and I think this is a fun way for us to kind of showcase some of the things we love. So I'm always game. So
and thanks, guys, for coming along on the ride with us today. Hopefully we share some good information with you and give you all the tips and tricks you need, because this is amazing.
Oh, you guys. Well, you guys know I've already been singing the praises of this, but I'm so excited to be talking about it today. Hi, Vivian, Julie.
So of course, we have an amazing exclusive promotion that we're going to share with you guys a little bit later on in the video. And of course, we have a pretty great giveaway too, if I must say. So
amazing giveaway, you guys.
So I'm super excited to share all that with you guys. So don't, if you have to go, make sure you come back and check out the end of this, because we're going to give some good stuff away and I can't wait. So yay.
We also thought, you guys, at the end, we're going to try to keep ourselves, we like to chat, but we're going to keep it pretty concise. And the last 15 minutes or so, we thought we would answer some questions and such. And then all of the information I will be putting in the description box about our special promo and how to enter the giveaway. So we are so excited, you guys. I'm always love being able to kind of do something for you guys. So yay.
So I know at first I have to say, Heather, I know who can say no to a baby elephant? Like
I know.
I just told Abby right before this, like you must not have a heart if you cannot say no, if you can say no to a baby elephant. So I'm going to hopefully share some more insight onto what this beautiful product does for the baby elephant. So thanks for that kind of lead in, Heather, in case everybody else doesn't already know. So what do you think? Should we get started?
let's get started.
Okay. So how did you say it a minute ago? You said something like something about the canvas, prepping.
I would think, as everybody knows, I am a makeup junkie, but I actually have to say, I truly believe you have to start with a good canvas. So you got to do the inside work as well as the skincare and such. And so, as much as we can put on a bunch of makeup, you still have to you got to create the canvas. So,
Makeup can't do it all. Makeup is it's only half of the magic, right?
Yes, yes.
So, definitely prepping the skin is, and also too, I will say probably the number one, I want to say this, for the number one question I get about the Cushion Skin Foundation. Sorry, it's like everything's backwards. Probably the number one question I get is, what type of finish is the Cushion Skin? And the Cushion really is what I would say, I would not describe it as a matte finish, which is actually what I was expecting it to be, or kind of maybe what I for whatever reason thought it was going to be more of a matte finish, but it's actually, I guess you would technically call it a satin finish. But truly the finish you get at the end is really flexible and customizable based on the skincare you put underneath it. So if you want something more dewy, we're going to show you how to achieve that. If you want to keep the sort of satin true finish of the foundation, we're going to show you how to do that. And if you want something and need something more matte, we're going to show you how to do that too. So that all being said, prepping your skin, starting out, smoothing everything out. I know I have my favorite product to do that. So, and I know you have yours, and yours is different than mine.
I'm a little bit older than you are, but in a good way. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I just, yes, we have two. It's good because we can share our favorites. But yes, you share your favorite.
Okay, so I'm kind of a heathen, so I like to feel the grit. I like to feel the scrub. So when I always start off my day with exfoliating. So I like the bamboo and hibiscus exfoliating cream, and mine's a little bit on the empty side. I'm sorry. My favorite. This has that peeling peptide. It's got that little bit of bamboo particles that polish and really slough everything off. So this is my favorite to start my canvas and just to really get everything smooth. Nothing transforms my skin better than this thing right here, I think. So this is my favorite first step.
And then I'm someone who has what I call a little bit fussier skin, and I've been prone to rosacea. So I can't use like the manual scrubs as much as I love them. There's times when I just want to get that feeling. Yeah. So I love the hibiscus mask,
I love that one,
which is like a creamier base. I'm still going to get the peel action. Like exfoliating is one of the most important things for that cell turnover and getting rid of dead skin cells. Like it just makes a huge difference. But since I'm someone who just, those scrubs do a number on my skin, that is a way for me to be able to get that effect without the
I would say, like, I don't want to say feel the burn, but I'm somebody that likes to feel the burn, whether it's in my workout or if I'm going to go out in the sun, or I want to feel it. So I really love that grit of the exfoliation. I'm going to show you guys a magic trick. Okay. So this is my favorite way to do the hibiscus smoothing mask. So I'm just going to take a little bit and I'm just going to smooth this on the back of my hand. And I'm going to let this sit. So nobody let me forget that this is on the back of my hand right now. Okay, so I'm going to let this sit, and later on in the video, I'm going to show you guys a magic trick. Okay. Ooh. Don't let me forget that that's on my hand.
I won't.
Okay. So yeah, so first step for me is always exfoliating. And how often do you exfoliate? I think I made a post the other day that I don't do it often is not enough. So I'm starting a new routine on that. But I'm going to say 3 times a week.
At least, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're drier, you may find you need to use it a little bit more, and maybe you need to mix. Maybe you can't use the hibiscus exfoliating cream every time. Maybe you do every other time and use the hibiscus mask in between. But that's definitely kind of like the rule of thumb with exfoliating. So that's my prep step.
Yes. And
first step. Okay, so then what do you do?
Well, then I like to start doing a layer of hydration. So then I will spritz on, you guys, I love to spritz in between lots of the layers just to kind of add a little layer of hydration. And then I go on to serums. So it always is like you've prepped your skin, and then I'm going to, for myself who has more mature / dry skin, I like to kind of layer on that hydration. So I'll always start with a little mist. I use like a mist is like all, from the beginning to the end.
I'm like a serial mister. I just mist always in between. So I'll go and do a mist. I'll do it when I'm done. I'm a serial mister.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, definitely that's my next step too. But we mentioned this on a live event, and I'm addicted to it, and I'm hooked on it. And I think we even sell it as a duo on Chantecaille.com now. And that's the unicorn water. That's mixing the rose water and the Radiance Elixir together. So that's my mist of choice. So when I step, I already have some of this in here.
Yes.
So, and actually, I think I probably have so much in it that it's a little bit hard to spray. So just make sure you don't overdo it if you mix the two. The Radiance Elixir and the rose water together is magical unicorn spray. It's like an immensely hydrating, really luminous glow spray.
Glow maker.
That's my spray, but then also because I want everything glow, and the mist isn't enough, I then go in with my Radiance Elixir and pat that all over. And you guys probably even, and I'll talk about another magic trick with this later on.
Ooh.
So that's definitely my step. I'm finding that I've kind of changed because of the cushion skin foundation. I've sort of mixed up my skincare a little bit in terms of what I'm using. Like I was using the Bio Serum as my only serum, but now I'm actually using this as my only serum at the moment because, of course, this lifts and firms, adds that glow. You've got all those peptides and that network of botanicals working with the crystal peptide. But it really works on those vertical lines here and the horizontal ones here and crow's feet. So that definitely like, so when I show you guys the magic trick with this and another product later on, just remember this around the eyes.
And I love this because when I first got it, I kind of thought it was like a like a glow maker kind of thing before I didn't, it is actual skin care. And I think that when you were kind of through our lives and stuff explaining, when I started using it more just like skin care, which it is, then I started getting more results from it because I was using it versus before I was like, oh, I'll just put it on or mix it in with my foundation, which you still can. Because as you guys all know, I'm someone who likes a glow.
Oh, me too. Me too. I'm all about that glow.
And so this has been this is like a ultimate, like, and I just love that they sell the unicorn. They didn't name it unicorn, you guys, they didn't name it that, but they sell it. They sell the rose water and it together now, which I think is so amazing because anybody who has tried this, Grace is asking how many drops. I don't put too many in there.
Don't put too many because as you can see, mine isn't misting as well as I think it should. Just make sure you give it a good shake. I'm going to say like maybe like if you've got a mini size bottle, like this is the 75 ml. Abby, I think you've got the 30 ml. If you've got the big one. So depending on the size that you have, this one's easy because you can eyeball it. You can, when you pop, and I will say that this is harder to get the top off.
Yes, thank you for bringing that up.
You think you might just break it, but just before you feel like you're going to break it, it will pop off.
Thank you, because I was so scared of that, of breaking my
eyes. So you'll get to the point where you're trying to get it off and you're like, oh, I'm going to break it, but just give it a little bit more. I promise you won't break it. And it'll pop right off. And then you can put a few drops of your rose water, of your Radiance Elixir in there, and you'll be able to kind of eyeball it and see what looks like enough.
I would say about too like you don't, I mean, unless you really want to have that pure yeah.
So like you could do a dropper full of it in the big bottle for sure, and then just maybe 2 or 3 drops in the smaller ones.
Yeah. Like I have my little unicorn in here, and then I just have my regular that I like to use, you know, as the cereal mister.
So I was just gonna say something. Oh, you know, yeah. So here's the, you know, the thing is with Chantecaille products, a little bit goes a long way of everything. So you really don't have to use much of anything. I think she's on here. I don't want to call somebody out, but I saw her name pop up earlier, but I was on a virtual with somebody the other day and she was like, oh, you know, I'm not sure about one thing or other. I'm like, oh my God, you're using way too much.
Yeah.
So a little bit goes a long way, but actually this brings me to another thing when you're talking about hydration.
Oh, yeah.
You want to really add that extra level of protection. The blue light hyaluronic serum is fantastic for that. So think of this as like your pre-serum. You would do this underneath any other serum you're using. Like if you're using, let's say, Vital Essence, you're using the BioLifting Serum, you're using Radiance Elixir, Gardenia Essence, any of those, think of this as your pre-serum. So this would go on first onto fresh skin and then top it with any other serum. And then of course your serums always go before your moisturizers.
And I think someone's asking about the spritzing. Would you put that over the BioLifting cream and before sunscreen? And I do mist in between layers. That's for myself because I am someone who's dry. And you don't have to do as many, but you can, like at the very end after I've done makeup, then I add another little glow. So
no wrong way to rose water. You can spray all as often as you want to. Spray away. You can never have enough rose water.
And I'm so glad you brought up about a little goes a long way because I'm kind of, I was laughing. I was like, I'm kind of stingy, not stingy, but I used to in the past, just, I felt like pile on more stuff. And I actually felt like that was not as effective for my skin versus when you just use, I feel like you're letting it penetrate into the skin, little pea size amount. You just don't need a whole lot. So I feel like even for your investment, like when people are whipping through their stuff, I'm like, whoa, how much are you guys using? Because
always my first question whenever I sit down with somebody, they're like, oh, you know, how much of that should I use? And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then when I show, you know, when I demonstrate a little bit, they're like, oh, that's all you use. And I'm like, trust me, if you use anything more, you're going to go through it too fast and there's no need, or just our products are so potent and so natural and powerful. You don't need a lot. So okay, so we've primed and prepped. Now we're on to moisturizing and hydration level. You know, I still use this. I will never give up my favorite. If I everybody who knows me knows I love, 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 love rose oil. I will never, I can't say that.
I love fast
rose oil. So rose oil goes with me everywhere, no matter what moisturizer I'm using. That's always my next step is rose oil.
I love it.
So what are you using? I think I know what you use for your moisturizer.
I always call it the Big Daddy. Okay, so the combination, like for the if anybody wants that, when they
look, the Spanx on the face.
Yes, well, the BioLifting, and then I don't know. I hate to. Is this in stock or not in stock?
I'll have to look and see.
You guys, this is my favorite tool ever. I just got to mention it, but I love the whole BioLifting serum, and then I will come in and I will give myself, it's like I'm taking my skin to the gym in the morning. And then I just feel like it literally between the combination, this stuff really does. You can feel the BioLifting serum. You can actually kind of feel it. I'm like, I'm going to make sure that
it just sticks the way you want it to.
And then I just love, this is like the canvas, you guys, the BioLifting Cream Plus. It is a beautiful canvas before makeup. And I just love to kind of take a little bit of time and just kind of invigorate my skin. And I just feel like for someone, you know how mornings sometimes when you wake up tired, But you need to be awake and alive. I always feel like so much better once I've given myself that little kind of temporary lift. And I just love it as far as smoothing it all over. And like you said, the canvas before, like below, since I'm someone who wants a glow, making sure you can also mix in sometimes in with your cream if you want, or just over it depends on how much of a glow, because now that I started using the unicorn, well, no, now I'm using a little bit less, like I'm using that more as skincare per se, but since I'm doing layers, I don't want to be a disco ball, and usually anything with Chantecaille, anything with Chantecaille I found is nothing's over the top.
Yeah.
Nothing. It's like, just to me, I feel very like age appropriate, but of course I want to be looking like I have healthy, glowy skin.
Yeah.
So
No disco ball. We are not going disco ball. But I do want to backtrack for just a second, because you said something really important that I do want to touch upon too. And it goes back to the Radiance Elixir and how you mentioned that, sometimes you wake up tired. And something I wanted to say about this is that I do still think, even though we've talked about this product a lot, I feel like it sort of also kind of gets misrepresented a little bit. This is not a makeup product. This is a skincare product that actually works with your skin's clock genes. So wearing it in the morning, but also just as important to use it at night also. So your skin actually, it's like getting a facial while you're sleeping.
Yes.
Your skin actually, even if you are tired, your skin won't look like it's tired. So using this at night is just as important as using it during the day.
That was because you taught me, because I thought this was sort of like a makeup glow maker. And so that's why when you were like, no, it's skincare. When I started using it at night, I wake up, I was like, oh.
Yeah, I liked this when I used it just during the day, because I thought the same thing, but I didn't love it until I started using it morning and night. On like day 3 of using it morning and night, I was like, whoa, this is awesome. So, rose oil. So you're using the bio cream to moisturize. I actually, as I mentioned, has kind of changed up my routine a little bit. I was using the Nano Gold Firming treatment, but I've actually switched to the Rose De Mai cream. I love the Radiance, the Boost of Radiance. This is a really moisturizing gel cream, so it's still super lightweight. But I love this. I'm actually going to do it on, because I remember I have something on this hand that I'm going to show you later. So the gel cream of this is still really nice, very moisturizing, because I'm on the drier side, but it's packed with skincare benefits to lift and firm and probiotics to help strengthen your skin. I love the Rose De Mai cream, so I'm kind of obsessed with this one right now. That looks really good. And it's got a really soft, so I probably, again, another question I get a lot is anything to do with rose, Chantecaille rose, rose water, rose eye lift, Rose De Mai cream, rose oil. People always ask me if it smells like roses. And I'm going to say not the kind of rose that you're thinking. The Rose De Mai is a really soft, really delicate rose. It doesn't smell like your grandma's sort of cloying rose fragrance. Even our Darby Rose fragrance doesn't smell like that kind of really heavy Valentine rose. It's all very soft, very refreshing, very, very soft and fragrant. And not rose-ish at all. So if you have an aversion to rose and you don't really like that smell, don't worry. It doesn't smell like grandma's rose.
And quick question about, because I have used the Rose De Mai in the past, which I love, and I still feel like I could get away with it. Yeah. I have more dry skin, but people are for combo skin. Yeah. I still think that would be like a fantastic, I guess,
combination skin, this is really the best. So if you're concerned about, first and foremost moisture, but I always think of this as like a smart cream, like a modern, intelligent cream. It kind of magically knows what your skin needs, where you need it. So if you need oil control in certain areas, it knows that. If you need extra moisture in areas, it knows that too. And then it's packed with all those other botanicals and peptides to lift and firm and boost, strengthen your skin's moisture barrier, and the probiotics to strengthen the skin's immune system. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
And then between the two of these, they're just wanting a little bit of a
Yeah, the bio lifting cream is all about lifting. So think of anything bio lifting serum, bio lifting mask, bio lifting cream plus, bio lifting oil-free fluid. Anything lifting has that Botox-like peptide in it. It's going to lift and firm. Like, again, I always say that word, virtual Scotch tape. So anything in the silver, anything bio lifting, think lifting, firming. If your concern in the skin is lines, wrinkles, lifting, firming, the bio collection all the way. Hey, Mandy. Thank you, Debbie, for reminding me about the mask on my hand. So I'm almost ready. So that's really the big difference between the bio lifting and, let's say, the Rose De Mai cream. The most Rose De Mai would be better for somebody with combination skin. If you're dry and lines and wrinkles are your concern, bio cream all the way.
I love it.
Okay, so now we're primed and prepped. Do we want to get into what we're really here for?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I've been so excited about this, you guys.
So okay, so I know this is all over social media. I know it's been around. It's been out for a couple weeks on our website now, but I cannot tell you guys. So first thing is I really had to, I have to say that I didn't think that I could love anything as much as I love this.
Yes.
This is our Future Skin Foundation. Yes. It's the oil-free gel foundation that's been, you know, Hollywood's best kept secret, or maybe not so much best kept anymore. This has been like the absolute best foundation ever. And I didn't think that I could love anything as much. So when we came out with this and we first started talking about this, I was like, okay. But guys, let me tell you about this foundation. This is amazing, absolutely amazing. And again, I think that maybe the biggest thing for me was, for whatever reason, I was thinking that this was going to be a matte finish. And because I was like, oh, I don't want a matte finish. And I'm somebody I'm not a powder person, so I don't use a powder. So I don't really know what exactly I was expecting and what my sort of like in my mind, what I was thinking. Yes, Lisa, it is the bomb.
Yeah.
But I knew I loved the cause behind it, because whenever anybody asks me what my favorite thing about working for Chantecaille is I always say, besides our amazing products, is our philanthropy work. So the cause behind this is amazing. But guys, the finish on this and the quality of this foundation is phenomenal.
It is.
Absolutely phenomenal. So the first thing I want to speak to a little bit is if I can, you know, really plug the organization behind this.
Please, because it's so amazing.
Actually, like I told you, I started to cry a little bit, because there's actually a component to this that I didn't actually realize until this morning, which I'll get to in a second. But the charity behind the Cushion Skin Foundation is our longtime partners, the Sheldrick Wildlife Trust. So in Kenya, they are renowned for their work with the elephants, and they operate the most successful orphan baby elephant rescue in the world. And the Orphans Project has successfully hand-reared over 250 orphaned elephants back into the wild. These orphans have come from a variety of ways. But most commonly, their parents have been killed and poached for their tusks. But they have conserved the Conservancy exists and takes in these baby elephants. And with each Cushion Skin Foundation, we are providing a bottle of milk formula to feed rescued orphan elephants in the care of the Sheldrick Wildlife Trust.
Oh, I always call this feel good makeup.
Yeah.
Because that's what you can actually feel good about my obsession with makeup.
So it takes it kind of really makes you feel a little less guilty about buying something really pretty for yourself when you're giving back. So the orphaned elephants require a special milk. And Daphne Sheldrick, who's David Sheldrick's wife and started this milk formula, she created this milk formula, which is actually the only the first baby milk formula that elephant's body could accept. And so each elephant takes 2 bottles of milk formula for every feeding, and they have to eat every 3 hours. So they're big, hungry babies. And so one cushion skin provides 1 bottle of milk. But actually, this is the part that I didn't know until this morning, is you can actually, if you go to chantecaille.com, and you click on the link for the, I'm seeing in the link for the product, it's this product itself. If you can purchase 2 bottles of milk, which is 2 bottles for 1 feeding of an elephant, that's for $6. So 2 bottles of milk you can buy for $6, and Chantecaille will match every feeding you purchase.
I love that. See, it's like feel good, because number one, you already want this, and so then it's that extra element that you don't have to feel that bad about.
So you're already feeding the elephants by purchasing a compact, but you can also then do even more by purchasing 2 bottles of milk for $6, and we will match every feeding you purchase. So
that is so awesome.
Amazing. I know, it's so nice, right?
I know, I love it.
So onto the cushion. So here's the unboxing. So you can see this beautiful, I'm sorry, my light is so bright. So you see the beautiful cushion box. And the biggest thing I want to point out here is it seems like a big box for this compact, but open it up. And here you'll see, I know, just as if you needed a reminder, as if this wasn't a reminder, the elephant on here wasn't a reminder enough. Here's another little reminder that you're saving the elephants. And inside on this card is all the details about the Sheldrick Wildlife Trust, all the things that we do and that they do, and all the details about the Cushion Foundation. And then underneath, don't throw the box away. Yeah. Underneath is another compact. There's a refill in here. So your compact comes filled with your foundation with 1 refill and a poof. And then you've got another refill in the box. So you've got another refill and a poof in there as well. So all that comes in 1 box. So the biggest question I get about this, actually, besides shade questions, is how long should each one of these last? So you're gonna, with normal use, you're gonna see probably a good 6 months of use out of 1 box. So that's about the same as a cushion skin or a future skin with normal use. So
mine is, I've been using this for a month, and I feel like I've got plenty of goodies.
Yeah. I'm using mine, and when somebody taught me a little trick, and that is if you feel like you're starting to, like,
oh yes,
because I think I even told you, I'm like, I feel like I'm using it too much. You can actually pull that sponge out and you can flip it over, because there is tons of product down underneath there.
Yep.
You can get to that. So if you feel like you're, pressing on there and you're not getting a lot, just take this sponge out, flip it over, and you've got plenty more product to go.
And what is your favorite way to apply?
So I've played with this a lot. And at first I was applying with just the poof. Now don't mind mine, because mine's been.
I was going to say mine's dirty, guys. Let me get it if I have a fresh one here. No.
So the first way I was doing it was to
clean poof. Here we go.
There we go. So I'm just going to keep using mine. So you can press in, and then can you guys see that? Can you see?
Yep, it looks great.
So this is one way, and this is, I feel like this is my favorite day. I was playing with a lot of different ways you can use. I know Olivia Chantecaille loves to use a beauty blender. So if you guys are beauty blender fans, you can spray. Just make sure to spray your beauty blender with rose water first. Otherwise, it's going to suck right up into that beauty blender.
I really love the puff. Like, yeah. I think that because I've been playing around between like a little brush, like, just to play around. But I have to say, I think this does this kind of, I've been doing that rolling technique.
Yeah, so that's a great point. Can you see the coverage I'm getting there and just that luminosity?
It's so pretty. And then I also have to say one thing is you guys, when you first put it on, it does say something about how it morphs to the skin. I think on the website, but maybe I'm just making that up. But I swear, like when you first put it on, give it, I don't know, like in 30 minutes, I felt like it completely kind of morphs, and this wears so well. Like by the end of the day, I just felt like it looked even better. Now, yes, I am a serial mister, so maybe.
Well, and that takes me to a huge benefit of this is that, when you first put this on, you're first going to immediately get this kind of really fresh and cool feel to the skin, and that's because it's got a high water content. Yeah. So you're going to get this really fresh, sort of instant flush the skin, and you're going to feel that cool, really sort of I hate to say the word dewy because it's not a dewy finish, but you really feel that fresh finish to the skin as soon as you apply it to the skin. And one thing I do want to say is make sure you're not smoothing. I'm sorry, window keeps popping up on me here. So, you don't want to rub it across.
Yeah, you want to.
Yeah, because you've got this network of sugars in the skin or in here. You really want to kind of press them on, and not those. That way, those peptides just. I mean, oh my gosh. So you're also getting a huge benefit of anti-pollution protection in here. So you've got protection against soot and urban dust. And you're also going to really, as you can see, is really instantly smooths and shields the skin, reduces the appearance of fine lines with that BioNymph
I'm glad it's not just me.
BioNymph peptide stem cells. The BioNymph peptide is the same that's in the BioLifting collection. So it's kind of that lifting firming side. So you're really going to get that. So this is
that's what I'm finding. It's like it literally feel like within it just like when I first put it on, and then there's something that sort of morphs, and then it just sort of is it. You guys, it's very seamless on the skin. You're gonna get that same, like what we love about Future Skin is that it looks like skin but better. Yeah. But there was something in this that I thought had something, I don't know, it just was like there's something that morphed on the skin a little bit, and I still love my Future Skin. So and then they of course asking us about colors, so
okay, so we'll definitely go there. We'll get into that. So I do want to say, that this is definitely a skincare foundation. It's not just makeup. This has intensive skincare benefits to it, not only with that network of sugars, but providing the pollution, the lifting and firming, the fresh, feeling it gives on the skin. So this definitely is a very innovative foundation. And like you said, it smooths over, really brings out any imperfections. It's very pore minimizing. So it's definitely like, I kind of feel like, and maybe I shouldn't say this, but I feel like this is like the best of Future Skin and the HD perfecting powder. Like it's almost like it gives that sort of filtered look on the skin, which is really amazing.
And I think both Angela and I are not like huge powder people, or I will use it, but it's not like my favorite product per se. And I find that this one again is like, I will dust some powder on, but I didn't feel like I needed to per se, and it's not too. And
I think that you'll find that if you are a powder person, you like that finishing. I don't think, play with it. I honestly, I will confess that I have not played with it and because again, I'm not a powder person. I haven't played with it and put a powder on top of it, but I think you're going to find that you don't need it.
I have put several of the powders on, but I just, again, on the day to day, like I don't, just for those of you, it has this beautiful kind of, it's not overly dewy or anything like that.
You can see how I just put that right on there, and it still has a little bit of a glow to it. I see Mandy's writing the HT powder looks amazing on top of this if you'd like to set it. So thanks for that tip, because you're coming from two non-powder people.
I know, I always go to, I mean, you guys, I do where you guys have taught me. I have to say, doing YouTube, I've learned to do a lot of things, and then I'm like, you're right, that powder is important. But I was saying,
I have to remember, I really should have been a little bit more prepared for that. I should have done that. But
I'm going to show 2 shades real quick here, because someone's asking about our shade. Okay, you guys, I have in my Future Skin, I have Alabaster and Ivory, and I may even have one other color. And then I have these 2, and I have Vanilla in the Just Skin. And here is Alabaster is the lighter one, and then this is Vanilla. Sorry, when you're looking at it, you guys, it's funny.
I know it's backwards. I do have all 8 shades here, so I'm going to go ahead and swatch for you guys. So the biggest thing and the most important thing I can say is that stay open-minded, because we only have 8 shades, and most people are like, how do you only have 8 shades? They're what we call stretchy shades. They're very flexible. Each shade covers a wide range of skin tones, so they're very inclusive. Our most inclusive foundation ever, including Future Skin, with all the more shades that it has. But I'm going to go ahead and swatch for you. So I'm just going to start off with Aura, and Aura is our fairest shade. I guess I'm just going to do it like this.
I know, it's always hard.
There would be Aura.
Fair, perfect. That's going to be the fair.
This is the fairest shade. So if you are Aura or Porcelain, and again, these are just examples. If you really want, if you want perfect shade matching, you can always reach me on Instagram. There is the foundation finder on our website on chantecaille.com that you can look at as well. If you want a one-on-one with me, I'm happy to do that too. Just message me on Instagram, or you can go to our website and request a virtual with me. But that's Aura, and that would be like if you're Porcelain or Aura in our Future Skin formula. I'm sorry, I'm doing this one-handed here.
You're good.
The next shade would be Alabaster.
And I'm getting questions, you guys. I have both Alabaster and Vanilla, and I'm wearing Vanilla today. So, but as she said, these are stretchy. And
here then would be Alabaster. So you've got Aura and Alabaster. And Alabaster would be if you are Alabaster in our Future Skin, or Ivory in Future Skin. So again, these are stretchy shades, so there is flexibility within there. The best way is to decide, we'll start with your undertone, and then go into your level after that. So again, stay open-minded. These are just sort of examples, and I'm giving like the sort of clinical comparisons at the moment.
Perfect. No, I love this. Thank you. This is the most helpful, but I did want to, because everybody knows I'm sort of a spaz about matching. It's hard to get your perfect match. And so I love the fact that it is stretchy, and I definitely feel like I can get away with Alabaster. I feel like I can get away with Vanilla. I don't know. I probably could use Aura as a highlighter.
Yeah, so I have both Aura and Alabaster. I'm sorry, I have both Alabaster and Vanilla.
Yes.
And I'm a mixer in Future Skin. I mix Aura and Alabaster together in our Future Skin. And actually, I have found that today I have Vanilla on in the cushion, and I found Alabaster was good. The undertone was great because I'm a neutral undertone, but I actually found that I prefer the Vanilla on myself.
That's what I think too.
So here we've got Alabaster. I'm sorry, we have Aura, and then Alabaster, and I've gone ahead and swatched Vanilla on as well. And now I'm going in with Nude.
Yes.
So Aura, Alabaster, Vanilla, Nude.
And I think Mandy, she uses Nude, and she's saying that works perfect for her.
Yeah.
She's always like one up from, I just use her as well.
Yeah. So if you're someone who wears nude or cream in our Future Skin, then Nude would be a great place to start. So now as we move into the warmer, deeper.
I think you do need, she's saying she needs vanilla too. I think it would be fantastic to do Alabaster if you already own it, but this is what I'm wearing today. And I originally got Alabaster as well. So
yeah. I think I just decided I wanted a little bit warmer, and both of them, because they're neutral undertones, both of them work well, but I just had a preference for the vanilla. Okay, so now I have swatched wheat on, and wheat would be if you are wheat in Future Skin or shea or sand.
Quick question about the comparison between nude and vanilla. What's the undertone between nude and vanilla?
So nude would be more on the, that would be nude, and that would be vanilla. So vanilla would be more of a balanced undertone.
Balanced, okay.
And nude would go more toward the, I'm terrible with this like warm and cool thing. I did not go to art school. Okay, nude would be, hang on, I'm sorry.
No, vanilla is balanced. I think nude is warm.
See, I should know this, shouldn't I?
Yeah, I think it looks warm on your.
I think nude is actually considered more on the cool side. Actually, no, I'm sorry.
No, it looks, yeah.
Nude is warm. Yeah, you're going more on the warm side on nude and a little more balanced on vanilla. But again, you've got, these are stretchy, very stretchy. So you've got lots of shade flexibility in there.
Yes, this is.
And if you want one-on-one shade help, we can do a virtual, and we can shade match you that way. Okay, so that was wheat. So we've got Aura, Alabaster, Vanilla, Nude, and Wheat. So now we're going to do Agave, would be the next deepest shade.
And they love your gray nail polish.
Oh.
We're going to need to know.
I think it's an Etsy merino wool.
Okay. That looks good. This is so helpful, guys.
So agave would be if you're hazel or banana. So again, these are just examples to kind of give you an idea. I'm sorry, my arm's getting tired of holding it up there. Just to give you an example, again, if you want specific shade help, I can help you with that one-on-one. Just send me an Instagram message. Abby will link my Instagram and down below, I'm sure. But so now we've got, I'm just going to go this way. So we've got wheat, agave, wheat, nude, vanilla, alabaster, aura. And now
you're swatching all of these for us. It's so
it is. So then as we go, and again, I'm really excited because I know that one of my colleagues in our company, Angela Barthel, has been really instrumental in working to get these deeper shades just right. And I think it's filled a really big need for us in this category, in the complexion category. So I'm really happy that we've been able to, offer such a wide range of shades. I think it's really exciting.
So pretty.
So this is mahogany, and this would be like if you're suntan or carob.
Okay.
And then, sorry, my arm's getting tired.
She's like, thank you for doing this.
That's a whole different kind of workout right here. Okay, and then now we've got, this is espresso. So espresso really fills a completely different, a new need for us in the complexion. So there really isn't anything to compare with this. So obviously you can see this is our deepest shade. So this would be anything deeper, obviously, than suntan or carob. It's a really beautiful.
It looks pretty.
Shade. So we've got espresso, and then mahogany, agave, wheat, nude, vanilla. It's hard to go backwards.
I know you're close, but
alabaster and aura. Yes. The shade range. Again, you can see very, very flexible. Really, really, I'd say they're very, very inclusive shades. So we'll start with one as a jumping off point based on what you're wearing in future skin. And then we can flex from there. As I mentioned, you know, Abby and I both mentioned that, there's an easier way to do it. You know, Abby and I mentioned that we both wear a lighter shade in future skin, but found that we prefer the a little bit deeper shade in the cushion skin. My poor hands.
This is where be careful.
Just keep an open mind and be prepared to be flexible with your shade. And
I think we both think we like vanilla. Like we think we both like vanilla. Kind of gives your skin it's a little lift. And that's what I'm saying, that morphing technology, they definitely are stretchy, because I've bought vanilla before and thought it was a little bit too almost peachy look, like, you know, just a little bit where you can tell that, you know, you don't want to have that telltale sign of foundation.
No mask. We don't want to for the mask.
This does not at all. Like that is not, I don't feel like that at all. And I usually go for alabaster in future skin or ivory. So again, you guys, there's like some in between, which I think is good, because also it's not like it's so huge coverage that you have to match perfectly. Like, you know what I mean? It's going to,
and it's going to really blend into your skin seamlessly. Too. So, you know, finding that perfect match is actually not as scary as it's.
Yes.
You know, I want to go back to application techniques a little bit here. Vanilla cushion. I'm sorry, I'm just happening to look. Vanilla cushion and vanilla future skin are very similar.
I don't think I actually have.
One thing I would maybe say,
future skin. The two
on here, they may disagree with me, but I think what I would say is that the cushion skins are a little less warm, cool balanced. I feel like I don't want to say that they're neutral, but only in saying they're neutral more in the way of allowing that flexibility and shade range. So you know, I
do kind of think that they seem to just a tad bored, since I think a lot of people tend to be little more, and then, you know, so like for myself, I have both cool and warm. You know, I've been matched in cool, I've been matched in warm and neutral. Like I get very confused as to like, what am I?
I think that you'll find that these aren't as cool and warm as much as they are more balanced and flexible. So they really can, you know, if you find the tone, then getting the shade is right. But I want to go back to application techniques a little bit, because I think we both like the press, like the press and roll technique with the poof. But I also, you know, using the beauty blender misted with rose water is a great application technique. But I also like spraying my buff and blur, the sculpting brush with a little bit of rose water.
Ooh.
And I'm going to actually use a deeper shade just to kind of give you that.
I was just going to say, I want to get one to do bronzer.
So, look at the coverage of that with the buff and blur, or the
sculpt
brush. So you're getting really nice, really this.
Oh, that's good.
Really lightweight coverage. And I'm doing this with a deeper shade than my own, just to kind of for the purpose of showing you the coverage and the flexibility there. So if you're someone who really likes that really perfect, look at how.
Mandy, I love the brush. She's like, stop. I want.
I also like it with the buff and blur brush. So if you happen to have one of these, that you spray it with your rose water, and you can actually, I also, with this, I go in and it's like, okay, I'm going to actually use my shade in this one. So I'm going to take vanilla.
On the buff and blur brush, I've always used this for powder. Should I be using this for?
There's a new thing. Okay, so spray, again, everything gets sprayed with rose water. So give that a quick little mist and then watch. So I already did that side.
Ooh.
So you also kind of like, you know how like 90s stenciling, like what did your mom do stenciling when you were a kid? Like your house was stenciled. So like that stippling effect, like you stencil. And
you guys, I'm someone who loves to get the brushes that go with the foundations and stuff. So this is good to know, because is this going to give us a little bit more coverage if I use this one?
Tools make all the difference. The right tools make all the difference. Now, I have another colleague that loves to use her fingers with this. So don't underestimate the tools that you were born with. Yeah. You know, if you want to go in and spot treat something, you can go in there, and this is buildable coverage. So yes. You can build this as light or to, I don't want to say full coverage, but definitely a fuller, you know, a fuller medium coverage. So you can really spot treat without it looking cakey and heavy in any particular spot. And
that's why I love it, because honestly, if you're using your little puff, like I went in, then I kind of let it sit for, you know, see if do it magic, and then added more in, and I just for where I needed it. And it did not look, if you've ever put too much foundation on, all of a sudden you're like, like, you know, I will
not look like that. You will
no. And it just really built up super nice and there was no cakiness. It was still looking like skin, but I got that extra coverage. And then of course I do have to mention you guys, I love this on the skin. So if you're ever wanting a little extra, like this is a beautiful little.
Well, and I promised you 2 magic tricks. I know that we I want to do three things before we go into questions. I know we're running out of time here. So the first magic trick I promised you was with the Hibiscus smoothing mask on the back of my hand. So can you guys? So instead of rinsing this off,
just kind of.
Can you see? Okay. I can see it coming off in little rolls. It's like eraser shavings, like pencil eraser shavings coming off on my hand. So you're sloughing off all that dead skin. So rather than rinsing it off, hopefully you guys, can you see that? Can you see
I like that. It's like I love that feeling. Oof.
Yeah. So you're so either slough it off with your hand, your fingers, or with a sponge wedge, and that is literally like okay, there. Now you can see there, it's starting to come off. So this is like, it's so gratifying. It's so satisfying to see that coming off of your skin. So that's my magic trick with Hibiscus Smoothing Mask. My second magic trick is, and I'm sorry, I have a brand new one of these, so I'm going to have to prime this for a second. But
I love this trick. Oh, you guys, this is my favorite for under my eyeballs. So,
okay, so I don't want to sit here and make you guys wait for this, but you take the Camouflage Stilo. This is the anti-fatigue corrector pen. So the best way, you know, I'm all about anything that helps me fake 8 hours of sleep because I get like 4. So you're going to take your Camouflage Stilo and you're going to.
I'm helping you out over here.
Under the eye, right? Start in the inner corner and work your way out and keep that on. And then take a little drop of your Radiance Elixir and start there and smooth out and pull that out. Don't forget your crow's feet, because remember I told you that works on your crow's feet as well. So take that and pull it out, and that is like virtual Scotch tape. It like pulls that right out and lifts and firms under the eye, brightens under the eye. That is my favorite magic trick. So there are my 2 magic tricks right there. And then the last thing I want to do before we go into questions, I want to go through the shades one more time.
Yes, please.
So we've got Aura, which if you're porcelain or Aura in Future Skin, this would be a place to start. And then we've got Alabaster, which would be if you're Alabaster or Ivory, this would be the place that we would start. I'm saying place we start because don't feel like, you're committed to, if you don't, it doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm vanilla, so I'm vanilla. I think Abby, you and I are testaments that we've decided that we liked a different shade other than what we are in Future Skin, but that's just the balancing, that's just the jumping off point and a place to start. So Aura, Alabaster, Vanilla, and then we go into Nude. Nude would be if you were, I'm sorry, I missed Vanilla. Vanilla would be like if you're chamomile, vanilla, or cream. And then Nude would be if you're nude or cream. Again, you see some of that flexibility in there.
Yeah.
And then Wheat would be this one here. Wheat would be if you're wheat, shea, or sand. And then Agave would be hazel or banana. And then Mahogany would be if you're suntan or carob. And then the last one, Espresso, is a whole new category for us. So anything deeper than suntan or carob, you would be in Espresso. So there's the shade range right there. And again, if you want special, one-on-one shade matching, you can message me on Instagram or go on to our Chantecaille.com live chat. There is a foundation finder on there as well, so you can see the chart and match up that way. But any of us are happy to help you.
That chart is helpful.
I think very helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay. Oh, thank you.
Questions?
Does anybody have, they're like, I need a gallon of that. Magic in a bottle, the Radiance Elixir.
Oh my gosh, it is magic in a bottle.
And you guys, they sell it along with they sell the unicorn
unicorn water
together, which I thought was so cute. It's like the Rose and Glow duo or something.
It's really cute. So nice. It's
so nice.
So we have two amazing things. So foremost,
this is so exciting.
So so what you all are really here for is the promo.
Yes.
Right? Oh, Adriana, the refills currently, the refills are not available separately. Kind of by the time you're taking this in and out of your bag for 6 to 9 months, you're probably going to need a new compact anyway. But if we decide, later on, never say never, I guess is what my quick answer would be. Just not right now. Which brush were you using? I used 2 brushes to apply the cushion foundation. I used the Sculpt brush, which is the way I used it on the back of my hand, and I used the Buff and Blur brush, which is the way I kind of stippled it on. Either way, depending on your application preference or brush preference or whichever one you have or don't have or like better, just always make sure you mist it with rose water first. Yes. Joe, I'm not sure how to pronounce J-Ran. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Oh my gosh, we missed the most important part. Taking all this off, eventually at the end of the day, you're going to have to take your makeup off. Yes. I particularly love the Rose Cleansing Balm. I never thought I would get obsessed with cleanser, but the Rose Cleansing Balm dissolves all my makeup. So when we get done here, I will just take this and rub it in my eyes all over. It takes eye makeup off without any irritation. It has hyaluronic acid, so it's really, hydrating to the skin. It's very calming and soothing to the skin with the raspberry stem cells. It's my favorite. This dissolves all that. You definitely want to take this off. I know you're a dual cleanser, Abby.
I love it. I know. I love you guys. I love putting the makeup on, but taking it off at the end of the day is my absolute favorite thing ever. And that balm is amazing. And she's right. No irritation on the eye. And you guys literally whips off eye makeup and all of that good stuff.
And again, a little bit goes a long way. So you can.
You're going to be careful.
At this point, I'm going to have to use this all over my whole body to get all this off. Okay, so giveaway and promo. So let's start with the promo. So guys, for the next, actually day and a half, I guess. I was going to say 24 hours, but until midnight tomorrow night. So midnight Monday night, the 25th, when you shop on Chantecaille.com. So use Abby's affiliate links below to take you to the Chantecaille site. And when you spend $300 or more, you're going to get a full-size rose water. So exactly 1/2 of the unicorn spray.
Here we go, guys.
A full-size rose water with your $300 or more purchase on Chantecaille.com. You're going to use the code ABW for Abby Bliss White, and then the word rose. So ABWROSE. That's going to be your promo code to get your free full-size rose water. Yes, thank you, Abby, for putting that.
I'm like, the code.
So you have until midnight Eastern time, and that's the important piece.
Yes.
Midnight Eastern Pacific. Well, I don't know. Somebody corrected us last time.
I'm on the West Coast. She's on the East Coast, but Chantecaille headquarters is East Coast. So for us at 9 p.m. is when it will end on the West Coast over here, guys. So I feel
Eastern time, 9 p.m. Pacific time. You'll put the details in there.
I'm going to put it below, but I always feel bad when people are like, so it's Eastern Standard Time. So tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time.
Yes. And I was confused because my whole family lives on your coast.
Yes.
So I'm constantly living in 2 different time zones.
I know.
So I'm always like, okay. And sometimes I forget I live on the East Coast. So free rose water with $300 or more purchase on Chantecaille.com. Again, use Abby's affiliate links down below to take you to the site. Please do that favor for me. And get yourself something free. And now the giveaway.
Yes, you guys give away.
So we're giving away the ultimate complexion package here. So we talked about priming and prepping the canvas. So we are giving you the magic mask, the hibiscus mask. We are giving you, actually I should have done this backwards, a cleansing milk. So this is the flower infused cleansing milk, the hibiscus smoothing mask. And then, because you can never have enough rose water, you're going to get a rose water harvest refill kit. And inside here,
you guys are so good.
You're going to get a big bottle of the rose water to fill up your little bottle of rose water, and you get the funnel included in there. So it's really easy to refill both. This one's already filled, so you're going to get the 30, I think it's 30 mLs of rose water here, and then you've got the big refill bottle right here.
And this is what I have my unicorn in, and then I keep this as my regular.
I want to take this big bottle out because I get a lot of questions. This is a good size.
It's a huge size. I have this.
And it doesn't look like it, but actually this is 150 mLs and this is 100 mLs. So you're getting 1.5 times the size of this in this guy right here. So you're getting this big one and you're getting the mini inside. So that's the giveaway.
I love the giveaways for you guys.
So you have to follow both of us. First of all, you have to like this video.
Yes.
And you have to follow both of us on Instagram. Abby will put my Instagram down below. But
I'm going to put all the details in the description box. But if you can follow both of our Instagrams, that'd be so nice. Give us a thumbs up on our video.
We will we'll do a post on Instagram about the giveaway also.
Yeah.
So you can just like that too it'll have all the details in it. So promo, giveaway, amazing stuff. What else? Are we missing anything?
I'm just so excited. Ooh. Oh yeah, wait, tell us your nail polish.
The nail polish color. Oh my gosh, so important. It's called Merino Wool by Essie.
Oh, yes. Okay, good. Because we were going to match on that level too. So.
Yeah, and I have to give my friends at the Brazilian Court Salon in Palm Beach, Florida, a shout out because they did my lovely manicure for me the other day. So.
You guys are so awesome. We just love you guys for coming again. The free rose water with the code ABWROSE, $300 minimum. There's plenty of, if you're going to be getting your cushion plus something like a skincare or your lovely, you know,
$300 comes away quick.
yeah.
Comes up really quick.
And so that, and then also we're gonna have the fun giveaway. And you guys, I really have to say, you know, I'm a foundation junkie. I'm in love. I love this, and I really think vanilla might be our.
I think so.
Hang around.
Yeah. I think so too. I think vanilla is it. Well, thank you always for having me. I did see a question about the spring collection, and I feel like I want to answer it. So spring, I know it's going all crazy. It's all over the place. Spring should be launching February 1st. So more news, and stay tuned on that. So I just want to thank everybody for joining us on a Sunday. If you're having coffee or mimosas, cheers. And just thank you always, Abby, for being willing to do this with me when I text you. Like, hey, you want to do a live on what such and such date? I give you, 2 days notice and make you go buy something to wear.
We like to do our matching. Yes, clearly I love it. I'm like, well, yes, and I get to go get some new.
First question I say, so just so you guys know, this is how it goes. I'll text Abby and say, do you want to do a live? And her response is, yes, what are we wearing?
Yes, that is, I don't even ask what we're going live about. I'm just like, oh, what are we going to be?
New clothes? Yes, I'm in.
I know. I'm so excited.
Thank you for always being willing to do this. And you guys are all so nice. So,
we're going to have all the information on how to enter the giveaway. You guys, if you are going to be, it will be on below in the description box. Give us a few minutes once we pop off, and then it'll be on our Instagrams. We'll show you how to enter for that giveaway. How long will they have to enter is one of the questions.
We'll do the drawing one. We'll say how about Saturday? We'll give you till Saturday.
Yeah.
So almost a week. That's enough time, right? Give you enough time. I will also do I'll do something about spring in the next day or so. So
I'm so excited for spring.
Yeah.
Even though it's like deep in January here, I'm all about like, let's get some new spray.
I know it broke 75 here yesterday, and I was like, oh, I can finally take my hoodie off in the morning.
Oh my God.
I can wear short sleeves again. I know it's so bad. It's so bad. I'm such a brat with the cold now. I'm like, okay, I've lived here for 18 years. I guess I'm a Floridian now.
You got to get back out here in the Pacific Northwest. It was 50. I was like, it's balmy out. I was like, I'm getting a little bit of a suntan over.
It's 50 here, and I'm like, can you turn on the heat, please?
Someone say that the code is not working. So ABWROSE.
Should be working. Let me double check it. But I'm. Okay, just bear with me a second here.
We want to make sure, don't worry, we'll get it all.
Yeah.
We'll get it working.
ABWROSE with a $300 purchase or more.
Got it. Yep. Okay.
Abby will put the info about the nail polish. I'll make a whole I'll make a whole post about my nail polish.
I think that is good. I'm going to be running out and getting it too. Yeah. Someone's like, it's 9 degrees in New Jersey.
Okay, I will not about 75.
But you guys, thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
For coming. Angela, you are like the absolute best.
No, you are.
Okay, you guys, we'll get on all the information. I'm so excited, and thank you guys again for coming, and good luck.
See you next time. Stay tuned.
Bye. Bye. Just